So, time to save Benny's son, Ignatius, from NPC-itis, hopefully. Now, I have been spoiled on the basic premise of this chapter. I only did as a warning as to that I'd want to get Benny to an S support as soon as I could, because apparently, if you do this any later than now, bad things happen. I have, however, not seen what Ignatius looks like. I got spoiled on his name and gender a long time ago, because back when I did the Awakening playthrough, when I was looking up some skill info, I was looking up Ignis on the Fire Emblem wiki, the Ignis skill that the Avatar has in that game. I looked it up and it said, Ignis, disambiguation. Ignis may refer to the skill of the Grandmaster class in Fire Emblem Awakening, or Benoit's son in Fire Emblem Fates, and then I was like, ah, damn it, really? Yeah, but getting localized to Ignatius makes sense. I mean, Ignatius is a real name, Ignis is not, really. So, time for two defenders, both alike in dignity? Maybe. Now, again, I have no clue what Ignatius looks like. Whoa! Okay, he looks really cool. He looks like, yeah, wow, he looks really cool. He does admittedly look a little bit like a Final Fantasy villain, but he looks very cool. And I had a feeling he'd been Armor Knight. I mean, that was obvious. I knew he'd been Armor Knight. Oh yes, he will be. But will you live to see him? That's the real issue. And he's Apollo Justice. Kind of funny, because Orion Akaba, voice of Apollo Justice, voiced Kellum in the last game, who was also an Armor Knight. Coincidences? No, he actually looks like one of the older of the children.
Help! Help me!
You, on the other hand, are clearly a child.
What's wrong?
Huh, who's he voiced by? Uh-oh. Ah, the invisible invaders again. Ah, is the invisible swordsman just so intent on destroying everything? Yeah, what can you do? Well, seriously, I just... I am Ignatius, son of Benny! I wish I had a more intimidating father... more intimidatingly named father, but yes. Confidence, I guess.
All right.
What?
No.
So he'll be right here fighting, and that's bad. Interesting, he's a bit nervous. Oh, and he has Betty's charm. Yep, and that brave soul needs our help or else he's almost certain to die. Courage of 10 men. Wow, let's just hope it... Last time someone claimed to fight like 10 men, they ended up being really, really bad. Danven is definitely not Devden, but he has terrible stats.
Ignatius?
Yeah.
Yes.
Fleddy! Whoa. Wow, Benny's got awesome. So, this Paralogue. Okay, I thought the village would be at the bottom of the map. Alright then, so here is... Oh, okay, he's got some pretty decent stats, actually. Actually, his speed is definitely not bad at all. Looks intimidating, but is timid just like his... And loves cute... Okay then, so apparently he's kanji. But I mean, just look at this, look at it, okay. I honestly think Benny could be the, like, in looks, he has the looks of a Fire Emblem protagonist. Don't you think that, like, there could be a Fire Emblem Lord who looks like that? I mean, seriously, he does look like he could be a main character. What's his skill? Guarded Bravery. Okay then. When supported, -2 damage taken. If unsupported, inflicts 2 damage. So it's never negative and always... So if he's unsupported, he does 2 more damage to enemies, but if he is supported, he takes 2 less damage. So that's actually kind of cool. You get to choose whether to use him offensively or defensively. So, here's what I hear about this chapter. So, yeah. Ignatius is here. You are very, very far away. If the village that he's manning is captured, immediate game over. So you can't rescue staff him, otherwise you lose. And if he dies as an NPC, even though he shows up at the end of the chapter just fine, he is gone for good. You don't recruit him. So we need to get Benny to him as fast as possible. Especially seeing as, well, at least Benny passes down decent resistance. Freezes. Oh, that's going to be bad for us getting to him. Thankfully, though, the enemies here are unpromoted. So, yeah, these two ones with Poison Strike, yeah. So all of these Poison Strike ninjas, they are master ninjas if you take too long to do this paralogue, and they have a high crit rate and will most likely destroy Ignatius into oblivion. So, yeah, we need to reach him quickly. At least they weren't sadistic enough to give any of these guys Armor Slayers. Or were they? Okay, no Sting Shuriken. Or hammers. Oh, okay, a free Friendship Seal. I'll take that. And Strength Seal. Okay, then. So, keep the enemy out of the village is the objective here. Yeah, like I said, if the village gets captured, immediate game over. So we need Benny. That means we definitely need Charlotte. And thing is, I don't think I'll have them pair up. Main reason, I want Benny to be picked up by a flyer immediately. We need to get there and get there fast. Now, okay, I guess Leo's fast enough. However, I want to put Benny with Camilla and just have Camilla move full tilt towards that village. And in the interest of moving full tilt, I think Azura will definitely help out here. Now, if you aren't like me and you're letting yourself visit other My Castles, buying a rescue staff from a Hoshidan-aligned castle will definitely be a good thing here. Funny, I'm being my more instructional self, because, yeah, I have been spoiled on the premise of this chapter, but I thought the village would be all the way at the bottom of the map, not on the side. Anyway, let's see who else we could bring here. I'd kind of like to bring Dwyer, so maybe Mozu as well. 4 more characters. I quite like Selena and... Okay, Laszlo and Perry need to get their S support. Selena and Keaton I'd actually quite like to bring here, because Selena's very, very far behind. And Xander and Effie need more supports. Although, so do Leo and Baruka. You know what? I'm going to go Leo and Baruka this time. Haven't used Leo in a while. So, yes, our mission, should we choose to accept it, is to have Benny not die, basically. So, right then. How do we go about this? I think this is a good setup. Let's go. Oh, okay. I expected the music to be Dark Wastes, but no, it's this one. So, step 1. How far can we go? Step 1. Immediately pair up Benny with Camilla. Step 2. Right there is where we can go. So it's there. 3. Okay, 1, 2, 3. So 1 down from there. And now Azura shall sing with us a song. Because, yeah, from what I heard, if Benny's child is defeated before you get to him, he is lost forever. Forever! Uh-oh, but we need to stay out of that free staff range. Because they conspire to keep us away from Benny. If we get closer, we may be able to get the drop on that free staff and destroy them quickly. Maybe. I like how you can still hear the clanking of Benny's armor even when he's being carried by a flyer. I feel bad for Camilla's wyvern right now. Well, actually, it's technically a quote-unquote evil dragon, but it's supposed to be a mage dragon. Meanwhile, the rest of us shall... Okay, boosted defense there is nice. In fact, Leo, just like Camilla, has decent defense and resistance. Okay, Okay, you only have iron axes, so hopefully you shouldn't be too bad. Suppose I can equip the sword just for better evasion. The rest of us should head as quickly as we can towards that village. I mean, I'm not complaining about this song playing. It's a good song. Okay, thankfully, the ninjas are getting stuck on the woods. Okay, so turns are likely not to be very eventful until a bit later. Oh, we can get to Benny very quickly if we just... I'd like to kill that free staff person though, but... Right there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I can't actually get to Benny... to Ignatius exactly. Yeah, he definitely looks very cool. How much do you guys do? Not that much. Okay, you don't do that much either, so... Yeah, Camilla, chop Troubadour now.
I'll support you.
She'll chop it up good.
Glad that's over with.
Weird reference. Back in high school, when we were doing a story writing thing, and okay, yeah, I see why people say Camilla's amazing. Yeah. She's... Okay, yeah, I admit Camilla's pretty overpowered. And you guys didn't even move. And Brunhilde's, that's pretty awesome. Leo, I'd appreciate if you doubled a little more. Leo should watch out for ninjas, though. Also, we should watch out for you. Anyway, a story writing class. Someone wrote this weird kind of horror story about this chef who, yeah, you call him and all he says is, "I'll chop it up good." And then, yeah. They ended the story with him being at the door saying, "I'll chop it up good." The end. People in my year at school had very bizarre senses of humor, but I had a fun year group, actually, overall. Don't know exactly why I'm talking about it here, of all places, but yeah. I would actually quite... although the Selena would not do well against all of those Cavaliers. How many of them can attack? Okay, 26 attack power. How much defense do you... 16. Yeah, I'd rather have you hang back for the moment. I really, really would like you to get aptitude. Although +3 defense for a pair-up is... Actually, Merchant gives some pretty good pair-up bonuses now I think about it. Yeah, anyway, technically Mozzie doesn't really need the experience as desperately, so... Oh yeah, and it looks like wolfskins aren't slowed down by forest sight. Oh hey, 3 crystals! Crash Bandicoot would be proud. Wow, he's got great HP too. Yes, the Selena would not like getting hit by all of those the enemies. So I'll have... yeah, that less damage is worth it. And hey, a nighttime man with a werewolf. Makes perfect sense. I am the glowing, red-eyed werewolf. Red-eyed werewolf.
Huh? Don't even think about it!
Where's my praise?
Yay, go you! There's your praise. Okay, how many of them can attack Kaze if he goes there? Most of them. Though, I think he is pretty good enough to take them on. Now that he is a masterful master ninja.
It had to be done.
And meanwhile... the actual, I kind of wish that I had a better anti, like a Reaver weapon, but they only sell those in the Hoshido route. Let's see how far those Cavaliers can go. Decently far, I guess. Okay then, come at us, everyone. Okay, Poison Strike on Camilla is worrying. I just realized that. Okay, good, that missed. And okay, Poison Strike still activates even if you miss. That's like the exact opposite of how it worked in earlier games. Yeah, in earlier games, Poison... We'll add to that. Poison, even if it did no damage, the poison would still go off.
Have no fear.
So I'm glad for that guard gauge.
You've been naughty.
Wow! Yeah, Camilla is amazing. I heard that her internal level is lower, kind of like Felicia and Jacob, so she gets more experience than usual for a promoted character.
Luck is on our side.
I'm guessing if you dual guard a Poison Strike, you still get poison damage still, so yeah. Probably the full guard gauge doesn't exactly help her in that instance. But I'd rather she gets hit by Poison Strike than Ignatius, which apparently, yeah, if you do this chapter too late, he's almost certain to die. Uh-oh. Maybe I overestimated Kazu's ability to handle this. Don't hit, please. Uh-oh. I think I definitely overestimated Kazu's ability. Okay, you moved very far back for that. Careful. Oh, great. Yeah, I definitely overestimated Kazu's defensive ability. He's gonna die, isn't he? Yes, he is.
I have failed you.
Yep, wasn't fast enough. Well, if you dodged either of those, you would have been fine, but dodging is incredibly unreliable in this game. I mean, I know that it does make raw defense better. I like the buff to the defense stat overall, but I don't like that in general, just, like, I wish they'd kept the same true hit system, that maybe modified the evade formula a little bit. That might have worked better. Anyway.
Have no fear.
Have no fear, Dad is here!
Don't come any closer!
Oh, his voice is very familiar to me.
Father.
He even gets mistaken by a big monster, even by his own son.
Oh.
Wow.
I won't. I can help.
Ignatius?
Yes.
Yes, let's defend together. And that means I can... Oh, wait, I can't actually visit the village yet. So, given this is casual mode, Ignatius is now technically safe at this point. But... yeah, I'll try and avoid losing him. Okay, there are quite a lot of enemies clustered around one area. I'm actually quite worried about this. Aha! Your equipping of that javelin makes you easier to double! Even though you're probably gonna dodge at least one of them. Yep, there, I knew it, I knew it, I knew it!
No.
Oh, and of course, you dodged both of them, yeah. And Kaze couldn't dodge any of those 40s and 50s, no, but you dodged 277s in a row. Yes, hashtag my luck. That's pretty typical of me, actually.
Too slow.
Awesome Butler guy, please save the day for me.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, he's probably more thinking about how he can rest in peace. Well, not in a dead way, in a lazy, sleeping way. This is actually not going to finish you, but at least he doesn't take much damage in return. Well, he doesn't take any damage in return. Yeah. The issue with Kaze is that, yeah, dodge tanks just aren't reliable in this game. Kaze would be amazing in an earlier one, but here he's only really good against mages. It's a little like Shadow Dragon was another Fire Emblem where dodging was a lot less reliable. And And speaking of less reliable, those hit rates are not exactly the best. However... Okay, the boss is there, though. That is much better, except, again, 50%. Yeah, that is much, much better. And yes, now that she's a berserker, she can have an enormous crit rate. Also, that I realize that's probably more of a wolf skin that's hanging from her. Of course, she crits neither of them. Yeah, that's typical me as well. And I don't want to... Although, that is actually quite good. Wonder when Kamui's tome rank will go up.
It's over.
And hey, her magic just
Yes.
went up. And yeah, those stats. I mean, oh, there we go! So, annoyingly, people in the comments spoiled me that Kamui would learn Draconic Hex eventually. This is a skill that's, well, a certain someone had on Birthright, and I thought that it was an enemy-only skill, or at least a final boss-only skill, but actually... yeah, Kamui now... Yeah, the reason why I thought it was a final boss-only skill is that's an amazing skill. It's basically an anti-rally spectrum on every enemy that attacks you. Considering how good the seal skills are, and yeah, it doesn't even have to be your turn. It's any combat involving Kamui, all the enemy stats go down by 4. That's insane! Like, as if Kamui needed to be even better than she already is. So yeah, a lot of people like to hack that skill onto other characters. Yeah. Oh, and I can't, dance for any of my healers, sing for any of my healers. And you have to stay there because, again, that village will... I get the feeling there are going to be reinforcements eventually as well, but... perhaps I could have Mozu do something. Will that... If I have a Leo assist, this will do quite... Oh, no. Can't... maybe... She wants to go on my lap. Now's not exactly the best time, but...
No mercy. More to come.
Please hit, thank you, and that's exactly enough! Nice one!
That went well.
Yes, that definitely went well. Great teamwork there, you two. And... you will go, like, there, maybe, and tank, and then Ignatius has to stay on that village. Speaking of tanking... Okay, well, you do nothing, but, and Cat has now gone on my lap. Poison Strike, though. I don't like... Uh-oh. You know, Poison Strike gets too much. He could easily die here. I should have equipped a Javelin. Yeah, Poison Strike is pretty irritating against generals.
Right next to you.
Thankfully, ninjas basically do nothing otherwise. And Mozu is a ridiculous tank now. Uh-oh, some of the diviners are coming closer. That's not good. Is not good at all. So... yeah, should have equipped Javelin, except... Oh yeah, alright, Poison Strike only works on... your turn. And I just realized Benny doesn't actually need to be next to the village. So Camilla can just do this and smash one of them. Unfortunately, she'll only smash one of them. I probably should have sent more people towards this side now I think about it. My plan was to take on the enemies before they even reached a village, but... I kind of forgot that if anyone so much as touches that village, we get an immediate game over. Which is the one and only time... Okay, there are wastes there, which means that they're going to suffer movement reductions. Which is the one and only time I will ever restart a chapter in this run, is if I get an outright game over. I actually think Dwyer would be better off healing here, though he could quite easily take that guy over there. I like that he starts with both Nori and Hoshidan staves.
Fragile for this.
Well, actually, that was quite accurate. That may do the same, actually. I would like to stay out of the boss's range. Guess I could go for that.
We can handle this.
I'd like Mozu's bow rank to go up. She seems like she'd be very good with that.
Too slow.
Obviously he was not too slow. I knew that would happen, by the way. I just knew that would happen. I have really not been having any luck lately. Speaking of not having any luck lately, this is going to not critical, isn't it? Oh, yeah, it is!
You're nobody.
So yeah, this is about the point where Charlotte should be becoming a crit machine.
I win.
I say should be, because with my luck, also there's an Invisible Cavalier still there. This is one of those times where technically... Okay, and I removed her hand axe. Does Leo have not great skill or something, or is this tome just
Was that all?
kind of inaccurate in the first place? I love the way he flicks through his tome afterwards, though. Oh no, it's 80 hit rate. That's actually pretty good. Okay, lots and lots of you. Okay, can't even double even with a Grim Yasuo. That is impressive. Also, are you a poisonous? Yes, you are a poison ninja. I don't like poison ninjas. Especially when Keaton doesn't kill them. And, okay, you can only double like that. Okay, then. Yes, I don't like poison ninjas very much at all. What I would like is for Mozu to kill the poison ninja. And I just know there are going to be reinforcements eventually. Like, I can just feel it. Like, there are reinforcements coming. I just know. That's actually kind of shaky, but I'll try it anyway. And that's going to hit me, isn't it? Yes, it is! Okay, thankfully I hit both of them. I guess it's just like these, yeah. Hit rates being less reliable in this game is kind of like why,
Thanks.
like, I can't really rely on 80% like I could anymore. You see, like, in Pokemon, everyone and Azura's strength is actually really good for this point. In Pokemon, like, in competitive Pokemon, like, you're basically supposed to... Is that a good idea or not? I thought I'd be more reliably able to kill this ninja. And in fact, that's not actually going to kill even if both of those hit. Like I said, I thought I'd be more reliably able to kill that ninja. But like in competitive Pokemon, they say you're supposed to use Fire Blast and stuff because the more power is worth less accuracy. But to me, Fire Blast is really unreliable. Like even 85% accuracy, I miss 9 times out of 10 with Fire Blast, so I use Flamethrower instead almost all the time. Also, that is for some reason not actually a Woods tile. I kind of... That's much less reliable of a hit rate, and if I miss, I get Poison Striked. But that's even worse. I sort of need the Beast Rune. Going for it! Don't fail me now!
Come on!
And of course you failed me!
I knew you'd need me.
Oh, okay, thankfully I forgot about that. Poison Strike only works on attacks that you initiate. But that means we are getting poisoned. Or Charlotte is getting hit with Poison Strike. Now those are actually high crit rates on Charlotte there. Because I think Berserkers have a negative critical evade modifier in this game, which is very bad for Arthur. Ouch, poison, not good. Speaking of ouch, poison, not good. Hi there! Oh, really? Exactly enough! Really? And if I killed that poisonous ninja, this wouldn't have happened!
No, anyone but me.
Ugh. Oh, and that means Selena's probably dead. Why did you do that?
Let me help you.
That even hit too. So yeah, it's kind of weird. I don't like this. Most of my failures in this chapter have been due to sheer bad luck. Well, that was decent luck. Too many enemies. Stop clustering together like that. We don't have any turrets or anything. I think I can afford to javelin him. And you look suspiciously, like... Your armor just doesn't look bulky enough for some reason. Also, there is a poisonous ninja there. Also, Cat has vacated my lap. Yeah, that's more reliable. As long as that guy doesn't have a, an armor slayer or anything. Okay, that looked pretty cool. I wonder if Ignatius has similar unique animations like that. Okay, only one of you can attack. And I need to mob and destroy everything here systematically. Actually, so Selena's personal skill would be really useful here, because if Charlotte crits, Selena's also guaranteed to crit. However, she needs to hit in the first place, and that is quite difficult. That's much more reliable. That's not exactly reliable. That is, so I'm going to have to get rid of this poisonous ninja now. If I had killed one of those poisonous ninjas, I would not have lost, yeah. I would not have lost Wolfman back there. Which is really, really frustrating. Because he was the one who was my best shot at killing the boss as well. Of course, in situations like this where killing edges are useful,
I'm here to help.
we actually got a decent hit rate. Of course, no crit anyway. And miss! What? Ah! So, yet another character that I could potentially lose to sheer bad luck. Oh, also, you will die if that happens, so I need to heal you.
So much.
And I would really appreciate a critical here. Just saying, even though that's probably not going to happen.
We've got this.
Nope, of course not.
Try. Ow.
I knew it. And Strength Seal, okay. So, I hit you again. Well, hopefully I hit. This is probably going to miss given my luck so far. Okay, that actually did hit. And Seal again. And now, I really need to... this is basically my only option. Wait. Both of these need to hit, I just realized. And that's not good, given my luck so far.
Think I might faint? Stay right there.
Thank you, Charlotte. And we get a friendship seal out of that. Alternatively, if I was feeling ridiculously cocky, I could do that, but no. Here's the question. Do I heal Charlotte or Selena? I get the feeling that someone's going to die regardless. Well, regardless, I need to use the physics staff for it. At least Dwyer will be very, very effective against these magic users. Except for that Calamity Gate. Do I at least try and kill the poisonous ninja? Because, like, technically speaking, Dwyer's not in much danger down there. Yes, hopefully he's not in much danger. In fact, if he goes here, I could just heal Selena, and hopefully Charlotte doesn't get attacked by although the mages could just go around and attack from the sides. Like that! Oh, and she
Ready for this?
almost dies anyway. Yeah, this is not good. Oh, wow. Well, at least you dodged the Calamity Gate. Not that it'll help her.
I believe in you.
And this is gone, isn't it? Yep!
This is so not fair.
No, it isn't. And that means Charlotte's gone too.
I'll protect you.
You're not going to protect her, sorry. Or... nope, that's gone.
No, seriously?
The only reason why I'm getting massacred here is because my main tank went down due to bad luck.
Sorry.
At least over on Ignatius's front, I'm actually doing... And for some reason, you went for Benny. Maybe because his son had a javelin. Why am I getting dodges where they don't matter? There's Draconic Hex being awesome. And surprisingly enough, okay, I don't want to say it, but no reinforcements. And yeah, don't do that. They both have Ox Spirits, though. Probably should have separated. Although... no, that actually won't kill one of them. And not killing one of them equals village gets captured, game over, so definitely not doing that.
Right next to you.
Good.
And here... yeah... Dwyer does very, very well. Sadly, he doesn't get the lower internal level Jacob does with Butler, so...
That's right.
So he gains experience quite a bit more slowly. Guess I could try Brunhilde, maybe. Probably won't work, but it's worth a shot.
This is my mission.
Okay.
Excellent.
Yeah, Leo must have a lower internal level too. Maybe?
I'll do what no one else can.
Okay, that's very good. That's very, very good. I like that, Leo. And... yeah, I guess I have to finish a few more of these.
I did it!
So yeah, overall I don't think this chapter is actually particularly hard at all, but it became harder for me because of my ridiculously terrible luck, as usual. Seriously. Double 77% miss. And then Keaton missing that 69, which admittedly is lower, but still, missing that 69 on that poisonous ninja, which resulted in him dying. Promoted archers always have really funny animations when they do stuff like that. And then Dwyer. Question is, will he get more experience out of healing than he will from fighting this thing? I don't know.
Let me help you. What are you looking at?
Kind of annoying that Dwyer can't really critical at this point because he's still at an E with these weapons. He'll probably be great with flame shurikens once they... Okay, come on, aptitude, impress me. Oh, great. I got a perfect level up. It's like no one will ever... just to be safe. No one will ever understand the pain that I feel. The pain of having incredibly good growth rates and getting perfect level ups all the time. Okay, good, no reinforcements. And I know that he would technically learn Lift to Serve at level 5 anyway, but... Should be careful of this Sun Festal because getting it back is going to be harder. Getting another one, I mean. And, well, anything for some more experience. And as much as I'd like you to finish this, technically speaking, you can't level up at all, so... And that's not even technically speaking, that's an actual definite fact.
That was scary.
That was not scary at all. Well, fittingly, Benny got the hero there, so yeah, getting to Ignatius at this point in the game is not too hard, and overall I don't think that's a very hard chapter, I just got incredibly unlucky. So yeah, the village is saved. So apparently this scene is basically the same if you lost Ignatius as an NPC, even though, yeah, that means that he doesn't join at the end of this chapter.
Thanks.
No.
Yes, he certainly has with the Berserker mother. That is completely... See, normally I get angry when the children do this kind of self-deprecation, but in this case it's totally justified. Yes, he would have died if Father hadn't come, mostly due to the poison ninjas. Well, he's promoted and you're not. It's not a fair comparison.
Father.
Just notice that his armor is almost identical to Effie's, just in a different color. Wow, if you paired Benny and Effie, you get an enormously good tank.
Yes.
Yeah, you definitely need training.
But
I'll help you.
And if you're about to say still so young, he doesn't look young at all.
oh,
Yeah.
Thank you.
No, it's not as brave as you think.
is that so?
No, that's nice. I bet Charlotte is too. And hey, that line is a callback to the Charlotte and Benny S support. So, with that over, that really wasn't too bad. Thankfully I did it now. Apparently it's a total nightmare if you leave it till later. So, glad that I got that support up quickly. So, we'll see you next time for Black and White, probably. See you then.